Hello and welcome to Forever Rugby on Forever Sport. And very, very interesting news ahead of the Rugby World Cup. Johnny Sexton has been sent a disciplinary letter from EPCR over his actions during the Champions Cup final with his conversations and talks towards the referees, which included South African referee Jaco Paper. And this is now going to sort of throw his entire Rugby World Cup preparations in doubt. Because there could be a pretty lengthy ban that could come with the letter, where there have been 3 counts of misconduct by the current Ireland captain. Before we look at exactly what has happened, what could happen, and what this means for Ireland, please do smash like on the video. Please do subscribe to the channel as well. So there's been quite a lot of talk over the last couple of weeks about whether World Rugby were going to act on the actions from Johnny Sexton, where he allegedly verbally abused the match officials after the Champions Cup, where La Rochelle did beat Leinster. And there's talks apparently about the papers saying that they were swearing at him and that there was a lot of intimidation stuff that had happened. And everybody sort of kept saying, well, Rassie Erasmus has been banned a couple of times. What's going on? What's going to happen with Johnny Sexton, for example? Are they going to take action? Because it's kind of been a bit of precedent set that if you do go after and attack match officials, that you are risking potentially getting banned and stuff. So after all that sort of the conversation, everything sort of seemed to have been dying down, but there has officially been a letter sent to the 37-year-old. And what does that mean? So at the moment, he stands accused, according to CDM, according to various outlets, he stands accused of 3 counts of misconduct, where he is alleged to have mouthed obscenities towards the 3 on-pitch officials, Jaco Paper and the 2 Englishmen, Carl Dixon and Christoph Ridley. It is understood that the officials were asked for witness statements, with at least one of them describing Sexton's behavior as intimidating. There was video footage, obviously, that we've seen where it's where he's approached the match officials and had quite a lot to say about them and then walked away. Over the weekend, the European Professional Club Rugby (EPCR) refused to comment on the matter, but he has been slapped with this letter. Now, what does it mean? Now, for example, if we're looking at possible punishments, in the past, one of the members of Top 14 South Power was banned for 10 weeks when he grabbed the Scottish referee Sam Grove White in the Challenger Early Cup this year. So 10 weeks could be sort of the the maximum sort of punishment. Now, 10 weeks would not keep Johnny Sexton out of the World Cup, at the end of the day, and I don't think any punishment will keep him out of the World Cup. However, it could suddenly mean that he might miss certain warm-up games, and considering that he hasn't played any rugby since the Six Nations earlier this year, it's time to start sweating, isn't it? At the end of the day, if he doesn't, he's got no opportunity to get match fit apart from Ireland's 3 or 4 warm-up matches, and if he suddenly can't take part in those, then all of a sudden he could be going into the World Cup cold. So at the moment, no punishment has been issued. There's been no sort of official hearing, anything like that. Apparently, Sexton and Leinster are still to respond to the letter to the EPCR, and after which, there will be obviously sort of due process. But it's going to be interesting, because Rassie Erasmus obviously now having, I'm not going to call him a martyr, but he was banned. They took very heavy action against him. And so now that's why everybody's sort of jumping up and saying, well, if he had action taken against him, if he got a ban, then there has to be similar sort of consequences. You can't just punish one person and not punish the next. So it will be interesting. And I mean, I think he'd be kicking himself thinking about, he wasn't even playing in the match, and yet he might be receiving a ban, which could, really sort of impede his preparations for the World Cup, which is his swan song. A World Player of the Year, can he, leading the best team in the world, potentially to World Cup victory. That is what his legacy could be. And all of a sudden, all his preparations could be completely thrown off because he might be serving a ban. So it was really silly by him, but interesting to see what if World Rugby get involved, and what the EPCR will do as well. What do you think? Let me know down in the comments. Do you think that he should receive a ban? What sort of ban are you thinking? Is this a storm in a teacup? Is this something that we need to, really investigate? How much of this is genuinely what he said to the match officials, and how much of it is genuinely punishing him for that, or how much is it, well, Erasmus got banned, people have been banned, therefore he should also be banned. It's about keeping up precedent and stuff like that. So let me know down in the comments below. Smash a like on the video and subscribe to the channel as well. Thank you very much for watching. My name is Steven, and I'll chat to you soon.